ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्रीतुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्रीतुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om and a very very warm welcome to the second sopana, second canto of the Ramacharita-manas, which is Ayodhyakand. ॐ श्री जानकी वल्लभाय नमः। अथ श्री रामचरितमानस द्वितीय सोपान Ayodhyakand. We will read the initial dhyana shlokas written by Tulsidas ji, but in Samskrita, like what we saw in Balakanda, and then see the meaning of that. यस्यांके च विभाति भूधरसुता देवापगामस्तके भाले बालविधुर्गले च गरलं यस्योरसि व्यालराट् सोऽयं भूतिविभूषणसुरवरः सर्वाधिपः सर्वदा शर्वः सर्वगतः शिवः शशिनिभः श्रीशङ्करः पातु माम्. The first Mangala shloka is directed towards Bhagavan Shivji, the Aradhya Devata. He says, Shri Shankaraha Patu Mam. Hey Shankara, please protect me. Tulsidasi writes, how can you protect me? Very beautifully explained. Yasya ankecha vibhati bhudarasutha devapaga mastake. Very beautiful line. It says, on whom Bhudarasuta, the daughter of Suta, daughter. Bhudarasuta, the daughter of the kingdom of mountains. Janaka Maharaj. And she is there on the left side. And Devapaga Mastake, Mastake on the head. Mata Gangaji is there. Very important. Now see, in our life, we feel one woman itself is difficult. Many people express, it is not my statement, thank God. It is not my statement. But there are two women. But very interestingly, if you go through the analysis, you will find Sita ji is Shanta Swarupa. We have seen earlier. And she is also what? Shraddha Rupa. Shraddha Rupa, that which is full of faith, or rather faith itself. And for faith, bhakti is required, isn't it? And bhakti requires Shraddha, and Shraddha cannot come without bhakti. And therefore, they are Sita ji is with him. And Devapagamastake, on the head, Jnana Ganga is there. And Jnana Ganga refers to intelligence, buddhi. But you know, in this particular place, Jnana Ganga, though she is called Jnanam, and Jnanam is always in the head. This is what we have understood, isn't it? But here, Jnana Ganga flows with Bhakti. And Bhakti, the true Bhakti requires Jnanam. Without Jnanam, Bhakti remains as a belief. And with Jnanam, the same Bhakti remains as faith. Therefore, Shraddha Rupa is very, very possible only with Jnanam. Therefore, Bhagavan Shivaji has got Jnana Ganga along with Bhakti. How nice. Now, Bhale Bala Vidhurgale Chagaralam, in whose eyebrows rests the crescent moon. If you see the Shivaji's Bhava Chitra, the photo, what do we see? Shivaji, while he is in the meditation pose, and there is a beautiful crescent moon, and the crescent moon actually rests on the eyebrow. I hope you have seen the picture. If not, watch it today. If you don't have one, you always have a Google Ananda Saraswati. Open Google Ananda and ask him. He will immediately send you the picture. Beautifully. Gale cha garalam. Gale, on the throat. What does he have on the throat? Poison. Look at, we will explain this also. Be very attentive. Okay, Garalam. Yasyorasi Vyalarat, on his chest. On his chest meaning what? In the neck we will find serpent. Vishasarpa, Kala Sarpa, and the Sarpa is beautifully round, circled on his neck, but it is resting on his chest. Therefore, Tulsidas says, Yasya Urasi. Urasi means chest. And one more meaning is in his heart. In his heart, Vyalaratu, huge Kalasarpa. And very interesting, the moon represents Amrita and Kalasarpa represents poison. And here we see the opposite, Amrita and poison. What does this mean? It indicates Bhagavan Shivaji is beyond all this Amrita and poison in its physical understanding, but he is beyond that. How he is beyond that? Very interestingly, it says he is beyond time. Now see very beautifully in the next is this one. Soyam bhuti vibhushana suravarah sarvadhipa sarvada. Saha ayam bhuti vibhushana. Bhuti means vibhuti, ash. In life, the final end is ash only. By applying ashes, now today people apply ashes, true, as bhushana, but that bhushana is restricted to physical appearance. That is why we find many people, they apply vibhuti and with their yajnopavita alankara, put line properly so that it will look very beautiful. Good, it is right. In a manner of saying it is right. But it should look beautiful with understanding. It should not look beautiful just because of physical appearance. Therefore, vibhushana. And what is ash? Ash represents shesha. Shesha is what? That which is that which remains. Some work, some shesha karya is there. Shesha karya means what? Some work which is remaining. And we also use this word shesha very frequently to indicate previous day's food, for example. Shesha is previous day's food which is remaining. But in the cycle of things, what remains in this world is time alone. In time everything comes, in time everything goes. Agama apayinaha anityaha. Think. And time is the only thing that remains, and Bhagavan Shivaji, while applying bhuti, he indicates that he is the master of time. He is beyond the concept of time. Think. How beautiful. Soyam bhuti vibhushanaha suravaraha. Meaning what? He is the Lord of Sura. He is the God of all gods. And sarvadhipaha. Sarva adhipaha. Meaning the one who is the Lord of all, not just Suras, an entire universe. And therefore, Tulsidas very beautifully says, Sharvaha, Sharvaha, the one who is the destroyer of the universe. Here also we have to understand clearly. When he says destroyer, it does not mean the way we understand in the Laukika life, destroy. That is negative way of thinking. Shivaji is the Lord of destruction, but actually the right way of putting it is, he is a Lord of dissolution. Creation is Brahmaji, sustenance is Mahavishnu, and the one who dissolves. Destruction is always negative. The word destruction indicates negativity. Whereas dissolution is a creative destruction. Human destruction is destructive destruction. Whereas Bhagavan Shivaji's destruction is creative destruction. Therefore, instead of using destruction, we should use dissolution. And he is a lord of all dissolution. Sharvaha. Sarvagataha. Sarvagataha means the one who is all pervading. All pervading means the one who is everything. Tat srishtva tadeva anupravishat. Upanishad says, having created, he entered everywhere. Meaning what? He pervaded everywhere. He alone is everywhere. Sarvagataha, omnipresent. We use the word omnipresent. Shivaha, the one who is eternally auspicious. When we look at the Bhava Chitra, look at the way people project in Mashana, etc., we develop a very negative ideas. No, he is eternally auspicious. Shivaha. Why do you say so? The moment Shiva leaves, we become Shava. The Shava is given life by Shiva. Think. Look at the understanding. So, Shivaha. Shashi Nibhaha. The one who is like Shashi. Shashi meaning what? Amrita. Shashi means beautiful. Shashi means cool. Shanta Swarupa. Wanted by all. In the evenings when you go, when you see a beautiful moon, everybody is happy looking at the moon. Isn't it? Especially if it is a full moon. And recently we had super moon. Isn't it? When the moon is at the closest distance from the earth, it is called super moon. It looks big and everybody, so many people, telescope, everything, and then all the news media covered everything. Moon is the same. But because it is the shortest distance from the earth, it becomes super moon, and that itself becomes an object of delight, an object of beauty. Therefore, Shashi Nibhaha, the one who is absolutely cool. Such Shiva, Shri Shankaraha. Shankaraha, Shamkaroti, the one who brings auspiciousness. Shri Shankaraha, Patuma. How? Sarvada. In the third line end we find Sarvada. Sarvada Patuman. And this Sarvada can go to everything. Sarvada Bhuti Vibhushanaha. Sarvada Suravaraha. Sarvada Sarvadhipaha. All time, for eternity. That Shiva, Sri Shankaraha Patumam. May he kindly protect me. Now protect meaning what? We as common people in this world, born out of our own vasanas, born out of our own prarabdha karma, we are tossed hither and thither by the whims and fancies of the world, and the pairs of opposites really trouble. And very many people say, why at all did I take birth in this life? Prarabdha karma. Think. Prarabdha did not leave even Shiva or Rama or Krishna. Who are we? Think. It brought them to the world. But at the same time, they played the role very beautifully. Whereas we, out of getting attached and having aversions, we suffer in this world. Now see very beautifully the second Dhyana Shloka says, Prasannatayanagatabhishekatah tathanamamle vanavasadukhatah mukhambuja Shri Raghunandanasya me sadastu sa manjula mangala pradam. Very beautiful. Prasannatam ya gatabhishekatah. Now see, the third line in this shloka says, Mukha ambuja Shri Raghunandanasya. The Mukha ambuja means beautiful lotus-like face of Raghunandana, that Raghava, Rama, Sri Rama. Now, now look at this is the prime factor. Mukha Ambuja Sri Raghunandanasya. How is he able to keep that face beautiful all the time? What do you mean by all the time? Look at the first line. Prasannatamya gatabhisheshkataha. When Dasharatji called him and told him, tomorrow morning is your Pattabhisheka. Therefore, go observe all the rituals and everything. Get ready for tomorrow. You will be made the crown prince. Ramchandraji remained quiet. He never jumped. Oh, is it so? Okay, finally you came to understand. I thought you will do it a little early, but it's okay. Finally you decided, thank you very much. I will get ready. And then he did not send WhatsApp message, Twitter, etc., etc. You know something? Tomorrow I am going to... No. He remained calm. As though unaffected. As though we are saying because we don't understand what is being not affected. He was unaffected. His face never showed. We often say, earlier also, one of the occasions I had told, Agattin Alagu Mugattil Theriyum. What is there in my inner heart, we can see it in the face. Somebody and then cannot be very angry. Isn't it? Being angry, the face will show. Somebody is extremely happy. I'm happy. We won't say that. Isn't it? I'm talking of normal people. Abnormal people, sustained. In the language of law, objection sustained, objection overruled. Two are there. Objection, the meaning of they are all there. Let them be sustained. But normal people, they express their inner feelings through the face. Ramchandraji had no, great delight because he was told to get ready for Pattabhisheka tomorrow. Or Tathana Mamle Banavasu Dukkhataha. Very next day he was told, no, plan changed. What is the plan changed? Plan is, you will go for 14 years of Vanavasa and Bharata will get the crown. Ramchandraji was unaffected. He did not sit down crying, oh, you did not, you are going against Dharma or nothing. He said, okay. Earlier he said, okay. Now he says, okay. And the face was exactly the same, unaffected by Sukha, Dukkha, Labha, Nashta, Ninda, Stuti. Nothing could affect Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. Whereas all of us are tossed hither and thither by all of these pairs of opposites. That is why in the first shloka, pairs of opposites were given to indicate Bhagavan Shivaji is beyond all pairs of opposites. And here, Ramchandraji is also identical. You will find that he is above pairs of opposite. And therefore, Mukha Ambuja Sri Raghunandanasya, his beautiful face is so pretty, so soft, so loving, so caring. Therefore, Sadastu ma Manjula Mangalas Prada. Hey Ramchandraji, please bless me with such a sweet face, such auspicious face, such a face which is pure in itself, unaffected by the whims and fancies of the world, unaffected by the pros and cons of the world, the labha, nashta, ninda, stuti, sukha, dukkha, mana, apamana, nothing should affect me. Let me be beyond. Therefore, please bless me. Now think, only when we reach that state of going beyond, only when we go there, we can be truly happy. Otherwise, our happiness is always because of something. Now we should turn it to become in spite of everything. I am fine. Always. Sada Sarvada. How beautiful. And the next shloka is a very, very, very most popular shloka and a very interesting shloka also. We will see. Neelambujashyamalako Sita Samaropitavamabhagam Panau Mahasayakacharuchapam Namami Ramam Raghuvamshanatham. Raghuvamshanatham Shriramam Aham Namami. I prostrate, I salute, I surrender to Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji. Why? Neela Ambuja Shyamala Komala Anga. The limbs, the body of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji, how is it? Neelambuja Shyamala Komala. Neelambuja meaning what? The one who has a dark complexion, bluish complexion. Now see, this dark and bluish complexion indicates infinity. Look at the sea. You can't see the shore through your naked eyes. There is a shore on the other side, no doubt, in this particular example. But what you see, the depth is unknown. Therefore, you see the sea in bluish color. Similarly, look at the sky. Sky is infinite, isn't it? And it looks blue. Nobody painted the sky blue. Nobody painted the sea blue. There is nothing called bluish bottom that blue reflects on the water. No. So, Neela Ambuja represents Bhagavan's infinite nature. Shyamala Komala Angam. That complexioned, soft. Komala. Very, very, very pure. Very, very soft Angam. And then Sita Samaropita Vama Bhagam. Sama Aropita, meaning what? At his own level. Vama Bhagam, to his left side. Sita. Sita ji is there. We have also discussed all this. Sita ji is Bhakti Swarupa and Ramchandra ji is Jnana Swarupa. And Bhakti and Jnanam always go together. There is no Bhakti without Jnanam. There is no Jnanam without Bhakti. It cannot exist separately. Remember this. Therefore, that is why Param Pujya Gurudev, I keep telling this very often. Param Pujya Gurudev said, K-N-O-W, no God. K-N-O-W, no peace. P-A-C. Now remove that K and W. No God, no peace. Therefore, the knowledge of God alone can bring peace. Because knowledge of God alone can bring the devotion towards God. Devotion towards God, irrespective of what is happening in the world, that devotion alone can bring you eternal peace. Therefore, one has to know the concept. The concept is not the truth of God. Alright. Sita Samaropita Vama Bhagam. Panau Mahasayaka Charu Chapam. Panau. What is that Panau? Who holds in Pani. Pani means what? Hands. Who holds arrows. Panau Mahasayaka Charu Chapam. Gracefully he holds his bow and the arrow also. Of course, if you see Lakshmanji is holding the arrow. Bhagavan Ramchandraji's Abhaya Hasta is there. But his arrows are eternally ready to come to his hands. Who holds that beautiful bow and arrow. And Mahasayaka Charu Chapam Tam Ramam Aham Namami. To that Ramchandraji I salute. Now very interesting in this shloka is There is a indication, it is an interpretation we may say, but also makes sense. Okay, what is that interpretation? In this shloka, we can see all the cantos of Bhagavan, the Ramacharita What are they? Neela Ambuja Shyamala Komalangaha indicates Balakanda of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra Ji. And the next one also, Sita Samaropita Vama Bhagam indicates Balakanda and Ayodhyakanda. Now when it comes to arrow and bow, it is there all through. So all of it is actually indicated only. Pano Mahasayaka Charu Chapam Tam Ramam Aham Namami. Then the fourth shloka is very, very interesting. It's a Chaupai. Until now it was in Samskrita. Now comes one Doha. We have been seeing in Balakanda, Chaupai always ends with one Doha. In this Mangala shloka, one Doha is brought about. But very interestingly, we have heard this Doha every time, everywhere. How? Let me chant, you will understand. You yourself recollect. Okay? Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nija Manu Mukuru Sudhari. I know you must be chanting along with me. Baranavu Raghubara Bimala Jasu Jodayaku Phalachari. That's all. Buddhihina Tanujanike is at Hanuman Chalisa. Yes, we have heard this in Hanuman Chalisa. Now, very interesting, beautiful Doha. When you chant this along with Hanuman Chalisa, it refers to Hanumanji. But here, the same Doha refers to Ramchandraji. We will see the difference. Third line says, Baranavu Raghubara Bimala Jasu. Jasu means Yashas. Loka Bhasha, Audhi Bhasha. Bimala Jasu. Untainted glory of whom? Raghubara. Raghubara actually refers to four people. Ramchandraji, Bharatji, Lakshmanji and Shatrugnaji. All the four it indicates, but when you look at it from the Hanuman Chalisa standpoint, you have to add Hanumanji also. Isn't it? Hanumanji is part of their family only. Look at here. All Ramchandraji's Parivar, that is why we call Parivara. Parivara photo, it's not complete without Hanumanji. Very interesting, I have told earlier also. Hanumanji's temple need not have Ramchandraji. Why? Hanuman cannot exist without Ramchandraji in him. Think. But Hanumanji's temple can exist without Ramchandraji. Ramchandraji's temple cannot exist without Hanumanji. That is a status he has been given by Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji himself. Second point. We will see this in the Katha. The first person to call him as child, Tata, Suta, is Sitaji. Even in our, this one we had mentioned during the inaugural sessions. Mother identifies the child first and the mother identifies the father for the child. The mother has to introduce the father to the child. Think. Therefore, when the mother has accepted, you are my son, then who are we to object? Therefore, Raghubara means all the five. Ramchandraji, Lakshmanji, Bharatji, Shatrugnaji and Hanumanji. Right? So when we take this as a Mangala Shloka for Ramacharita the Raghubara can be indicated to Ramchandraji in particular. Whereas when you take that to Hanuman Chalisa, the Raghubara may indicate Hanumanji. He is also part of Raghubara now. Okay. Now what does this mean? I am now giving you the Vimala Jasu, the Nirmala Jasu, untainted Yashas, glory of whom? Raghubara, Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. How do I do that? Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Mana Mukuru Sudhari. Sudhari, I clean. What? The Manu Mukuru, the mirror of my mind. How beautiful. I clean the mirror of my mind. Nija Manumukuru. What is the Nija Manumukuru? All the taints which I have in my mirror, I clean all the dirt, all the dust, meaning all the wrong notions at the mental level, individual level, whatever I have collected because of my ego. Nijamana Mukuru Sudhari. With what? Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja. Raja, the dust of Charana Saroja, the lotus feet of Shri Guru. Please note, Guru is the most important person in anybody's world, one step above God. Naguror adhikam tattvam, naguror adhikam tapaha, tatvajnanat param nasti, tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. That is why Mata, Pita, Guru and then Devam. Devam means God. First person who takes us forward in our journey is Mata, the mother. Mother teaches the child everything. Starting from eating to walking to sleeping, everything is taught by mother. Therefore, when you say Mata, one meaning is Mata is the highest. Then comes Pita, then comes Guru, then comes Bhagavan. This is one way of what people interpret. But the real interpretation is first step is Mata, second step is Pita, who gives us the education to understand what Guru will talk about. And what does the Guru, the third step, what does the Guru say? The Guru is the one who says, you are not this what you are thinking that you are. Sharira Mana Buddhi Chitta Hankara is a prarabdha karma's production. You are not that. You are the one who is that supreme. He indicates the Daivam and says, Tat Tvamasi. Tat Tvameva. Tvameva tat. You are that, and that alone you are. This can be given to us not by any objective teachers, but the teachers of the subjective science, that is Sri Guru. Guru, teacher. Sri Guru is the one who takes us to the supreme. And therefore Guru is the ultimate. And one has to gain the knowledge from the Guru and go beyond the concept of Guru. Think. It's a very deep subject. Lot of places we will see in Ramcharitamanas, lot of places we will see Guru is highlighted. And therefore, Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamanu Mukuru Sudhari Bharanavu Raghubara Bimala Jasu Jodayak Phalachari Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Artha is what we start with all in our life, and that Artha should come with Dharma. Dharmika Artha, Dharma, Artha, Kama. You can definitely enjoy. Whatever your desires are, enjoy. You are permitted in this world, but with Dharma you enjoy. Dharma, Artha, Kama, but what should it lead us to? It should lead us to the fourth stage of our life, that is Moksha, liberation from the pairs of opposites and objectifiable experiences of life, leading to the subjective presence in all of us. This inner presence is the goal of a human life. Inner presence alone is the goal. That is the whole purpose of human life. Human life is not meant to, khao, piyo, mauj udao. No, 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 no. Because we work with a mind, because we work with an intellect, and the mind and intellect will direct the body to function, and therefore to give a direction to survive as long as we are in this world. Action is important, but the same action, it can be directed towards laukika Vishayasakti, and thereby punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Iha samsare bahudustare, we cry all through. And what do? We fail to understand that we are given the intelligence which 89,999 species don't have among the 84 lakh species. Human alone has that ability to discriminate and understand that this is all futile. This Sharira is not me. I am that Supreme. I cannot be but that Supreme. This has a date of birth. This will die, though nobody wants to. Everybody wants to postpone that particular incidence of death. People are scared of death. It is one more change. You have taken birth, you have to die. Go. But the cycle of Janana Marana will go on bringing lot of vasanas, desires, actions, again desires, again vasanas. Be there only. And then, Swamiji, when will I get moksha? I want to die. Somebody jumps from the building, somebody hangs themselves or take terrible pills and die. Those will only change from one entity to another entity. Maybe you will fall to much more terrible entity after this. Therefore, while you are in the human life, understand who actually you are. And that can only be given by Shri Guru. And therefore, clean the mind of all notions about yourself that you are the body, mind and intellect, and reach that higher stage which will be shown by the Shri Guru alone. And it is only the Shri Guru who can remove you permanently from the cycle of birth and death. To that Guru, I surrender. Bharanavu Raghubara Bimala Jasu Jodayak Phalachari. He will give us moksha also. Are we ready? Do we really want to, gain that beautiful experience of liberation? Change the stand of individuality to totality and to the absolute subject. That Brahman. Think. We will continue tomorrow. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।